weekend. Come on, I need one not stressful game here. I have a whole week of stress at work.
Well, you know what? Or why don't you do the recap? There's no segue
Yeah,
for
no
that,
problem.
unfortunately, because I don't want to lie to you, Tick. I don't want to lie to you.
Oh, well, last game we had a beginning of the hunter raids that some of the characters knew about, most of them didn't, as they began their process of mostly staying within the vampire nation, as they were very upset with that murder that happened not too long ago, and well, we kept laid low, kept our heads from getting chopped off. Hopefully, while that was going on, did some other things. Celine reached out to Lydia to hopefully get some information about this Leon fellow or other, or not Leon. Well, find out he was Leon, the blonde little demon fellow who was chasing her down. Darius went off to do more research on the place of power. Then, of course, finding out that the magical potential and it's fairly highly coveted by other people, and there's not a lot of them around. And it seemed to be in the hands of Celine for now, essentially, and that maybe more research requires more first-person interactions, as well as a message to Rowan, sorry, to let the friend come over to just test if she has the ability to do magic. And Rowan, dealing with staying with the Williams family after the ordeal that Grace went to, and making sure nothing bad happens to her, as Grace seems to be taking up a habit of talking in her sleep. And through some pushing on Rowan's part, Grace confirmed to her that she doesn't really remember who she talked to, remembers walking through nature and such in different environments necessarily, and some figure there that's a face that she can't remember. Friendly guy, though. But this may be further proof of her magical abilities, and maybe something else far worse. Yeah. Darius, of course, went off to go hang out with the missus, as he, a conversation about what's been going on, as Lydia revealed to him what she had to do to ensure Zoran's safety after that debacle with Zoe, as well as the fact that it could have cost her a bit of more than she was willing to pay. That maybe Darius needs to start to step up in the political game, as this can't keep happening, and being your old self stuck in that chair in that room is not going to save your life in the long run. Then they talked, of course, about the dragon that was rumored to be seen, the war between summer and winter, as winter has cut summer off from the city right now, which she normally wouldn't care about, but she did get a bit of interest when she heard about the infamous Snow Knight, and the fact that there was a possible battle between the dragon and her, but it seems it was taken care of. And that's, I guess, something that Darius mentioned gave her a bit of ideas, saying who could necessarily stop these powerful folks and such. Yeah. Well, that also continued forward as they just decided to enjoy themselves, not really talk too much about work, and just had a nice, lovely evening. Celine had reached out to Grace earlier to hopefully have a conversation, as, of course, John mentioned that she has a chance to talk with nature, and that has of interest to Celine especially. And Grace deciding to hang out with Rowan, and who's been restless after these few days of just not doing much, decided to go meet up at a new bar, and they sat down and had a conversation. I think it was a nice one, as Celine asked if Grace remembered anything from what happened last time, and a bit of confusion on her part as she revealed that she did have a voice in her head telling her that it was willing to teach her magic if it just did what it wanted, and she did, though this could point to a demon or some other such things. And that Celine revealed this may be a fact that she has magical abilities, or at least a connection to the place of power, and if she wished to visit, please just let me know, because she always appreciates those who appreciates the garden, essentially. And I guess a nice, pleasant conversation about being alive. How long have you been alive, especially for someone like Rowan and Celine as well, and other such normal conversations as much as these type of people and creatures could be about. And then I think before we said goodbye, another figure entered the scene, a woman by the name of Andrea, as she revealed herself to have sniffed out a dragon. And, well, Rowan had mentioned that it was Celine who rode the dragon, as she seemed eager to get her hands on one. She loves the taste of the meat, I guess, and more likely wants to hunt and kill the particular dragon that not Rowan, but Celine was in contact with. Even mentioned that the smell may be potent to others who may be trying to keep an eye out for such things. And she can help her hide the scent, of course, for a favor. Celine, not wanting to get in the hands of such a interesting person, decide to decline. Of course, not wanting to close that door entirely, but definitely not wanting to get in trouble with someone like her. And said goodbye, but thank you. After that, of course, Rowan and Grace made their way to the tower to meet up with Darius. So hopefully, have a conversation about what exactly is this whole special ability that Grace may have. And Darius, of course, they had talked about the dreams, this interesting fellow that she's met, exactly what it means for her, and did a ritual to try to ascertain exactly what it is she has. A bit of different color changes, like taking out certain classes and circles essentially, and came to the conclusion of a dark green color, I believe. Either it was a rare variant or possibly something that was far older than even the test, which is a possibility. But at the end of the day, it did show the fact that Grace has the ability to be taught magic, something that she's very eager about. And even with, of course, Darius's warnings about corruption and how dangerous magic can be, and something that Grace seemed to take seriously, especially since even Celine mentioned that, well, if people knew that she could talk to this place of power, that she could more likely be in danger. And the promise Rain made to her that she'll be with her every step of the way, no matter what, as well as the fact that she made a promise that Darius couldn't be able to break about keeping her safe, essentially. I think that was how it ended. A couple other things happened as well. Grace, not necessarily Grace, but Rowan was able to get in contact with Darcy to hopefully have a meetup next time. Even started to wear Darcy's favor, which is very beautiful. And of course, Celine learning about Leon, who seems to be on a roofless path to find her exactly, which she's a bit worried about because at least her information about her Demon Lord is that being upfront and causing such a scene is not necessarily his forte, which either means there might be more to come or something else going on that she isn't aware of. But for now, it's just pure speculation. And I think as well, Darius, well, his dad ended up talking with his dad about Zoran's worry for Zoe with the raids going on, decided to allow Zoran to go out to see her, even though he was, of course, very worried. But it's a step in the right direction overall. But yeah, I think that was really it. It ended with Darius, Rowan, and Grace realizing that she has a chance to learn magic.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do remember now there's a shoe for you. So, yeah, the hunter raids are actually over. Things have quieted down. Well, life moves on. Or does it? Celine, what are you doing on this night?
Well, I assume she's probably gonna wait another day or two to open up the shop for now, but she's probably there, seeing that expecting the damage that was fixed during this whole downtime essentially, and making sure her inventory and stock has been taken care of.
As you're checking your shop, tomorrow you're opening it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You realize suddenly you're not alone. You didn't hear the door open. You didn't sense this man before he was already in. And it's just kind of like a silhouette, kind of like covered by the shadows.
Hello, dear customer. I'm sad to say that we're closed for now, but I'm not opposed to an eager customer.
You are Celine?
I am, and you are.
Call me Abaddon.
Very well then. How can I be of service to you, Abaddon?
Like steps out, shadows still clinging to his body. Single glowing eye visible. I think it's more about how can I help you. told some interesting information. City. Dragons about. That true?
I'm sad to say the dragon has taken its leave. It seems,
I will
a w-
inform you that that is mistaken. Whoever told you that has lied to you.
well, regardless if it's a lie or not, I have no idea what the dragon is.
That may be a truth. I also know something else about you. You are being hunted. One of the demon lords wants you back. His good graces.
I do good work.
So I hear. Which is why I can keep them away from you.
That is quite a feat, then. And what exactly would I have to... What is the cost of such a thing?
I want you to track down a few people for me. First, a young Bauk in the city. I need to know his whereabouts. And if he ever... He is quite dangerous. Second, I need you to track down the dragon. Figure out where it's hiding, what it's doing, information I can act upon.
Well,
And
do-
number 3, if there are any incidents regarding the Fae, if their fighting escalates such proportions that glamour fails and the mortals begin to rattle again, will inform me immediately.
That is quite a tall ask, sir. What you're asking for could cause me quite a deal of trouble with quite a deal of powerful
Was
people.
told you are quite capable, so I presume this is not a matter of skill, but a matter of remuneration.
You'd be correct.
If keeping Malcolm away from you is not enough, then what is?
Malcolm is a problem, yes, but I have quite another deal of great problems, mainly with the Fae themselves, and the fact of the matter is, well, there will probably be retaliation of this information. I don't necessarily need to know what you plan to do, but the people who care might decide to take it out on me, the poor little messenger.
As long as you work for me, I will protect you from all 3 of these individuals. My intentions here are quite simple. Observe, if necessary, eliminate.
Eliminate is the issue, at least for me. I'm not sure if you have the ability, but I don't think I can go toe to toe with the dragon.
I would never ask you to do such a thing. I have other agents for that. No, I need eyes and ears. I need a local that knows the place, I need someone capable enough in the observation part.
Very well. Observation and just observation. I think we have a bit of a deal here. Abaddon?
Very well. I will be watching. As kind of just steps back into the shadows and just almost disappears.
Hmm. Celine goes back
Celine,
to
you've been around for a
yeah,
couple of a few centuries, right? That for like a
yeah,
1 century and a half.
124.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 124.
So here's the thing about angels.
Let's
They're
say.
fucking terrifying. Um, and all recorded history that at least you know of, it's only been like less than a handful that I've actually interacted with. As such, they're about as talkative as Mr. Abaddon right now, so nobody really knows. There's like speculations, right? There's people who assume that, well, if there's the hells, there's probably some sort of structure to heaven. Nobody knows how that structure looks, behaves, is. Because, well, demons do escape from the hells. Demons such as yourself manage to free themselves. Nobody left heaven. Ever. At least that could be verified. But they are known to be quite powerful. So take that as you will.
Yeah, she's got to keep the name in mind and probably do some research, but won't give her much, I assume, as well. Google Abaddon on the web, see if it gives me the results.
I guess there's like a lot of human myths about it.
Yeah,
What's true or not.
it's fine. It's fine. I know a couple guys.
But yeah, if there's anything else you want to do.
As of right now, no, I don't think there's any. She doesn't have any big news about Leon, and if she could try to find and get contacts within that space, she would try to.
And what space is that?
I believe it was she just didn't have enough of the power of Wild, you said, to be able to get any information outside of just calling Lydia herself, basically.
Oh, I think you failed the role or something.
Mm. Basically, it's just Celine trying to establish herself. That's really it. Whether it's through customers or just trying to get contacts. So.
Something a bit more specific, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, what's Darius's night looking like? I believe you've already started training a bit with Grace.
Yeah, how's that coming along?
It's rough. There's magic about her, but I guess this thing might take time. She's definitely know you, not a she's not a talented wizard to say the least.
No, well, there's people who are naturally born and people like athletes who hone it to a fine skill.
Yeah, well, let's hope she has a couple of decades about.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not looking good.
is she okay? How do I put it? Is she able to, like, if I just say like let out like telekinesis? Is it like she just can't do that? Like it's just not
Yeah.
her kind of magic.
No, it's
Okay.
like the magic power she can exert is so abysmally low. Like, yeah, you can lift a cup, but she can barely move like a piece of paper.
Okay. Well, first off, I think right. So everything's died down, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to, because it's probably a good idea. I'm going to give. I'm blanking on her name, but my werewolf friend call, not the one I met during the fight.
Yeah. Emilia.
Yep. Amelia.
Hey, Mr. Wizard calling. What's up?
Hey, are you busy tonight?
Not particularly, no.
I was gonna send Zorn your way for some training if you're up for it.
You have a favor with?
No, but she said she didn't mind doing it.
You're gonna owe this woman a favor.
Ah, listen, you don't get anything for nothing.
She'll say, "Yeah, sure. I can take some time to help the kid out a bit."
Yeah. All right. I'll have them head your way, and just let me know how the progress goes. All right.
I'll keep you updated. Only cost you a favor. Not that bad.
No. And then I would I assume she gives like an address or wherever to send him.
Yeah,
I would
yeah. So she has an area runs around, so
Yep, and I would just let Zorn know where he's heading tonight.
I like knock at his door. Is like, yeah, what's up?
Hey, so I found you a trainer to help with your transformations.
Okay, that's a new shift around. I thought you didn't want my transformations around.
Well, it's clear that I am out of my depth when it comes to this particular set, and it seems you want to be able to help me, and I think it would be good if we hone your skills. And I think this would be a good way to go about it.
Okay, I guess was kind of planning on doing stuff tonight.
What were you gonna do?
I was gonna drop by Zoe's.
Think how impressed she will be if you're able to protect her from stuff. I don't know, kid. Like, listen, uh, training's important, and it would make me feel more comfortable if you had more control over it. The more control you have, the more time you can spend with her.
Sure, you know what? I'll head out tonight, but I get to spend the day with her.
I don't know how that works, but go. Sure.
Okay, works for me. I can grab his jacket and get dressed and leave.
Uh, all right. Darius has been given a few tasks here, so he's going to hit the streets looking for some human, for more some. Actually, Grace's brother's a hunter. I know that
Yes.
because I met him. Hey, yeah, I guess I'll talk to Grace.
Yeah. So I assume she's at home at this time. It's late in the night. About like
Yeah.
9 p.m.
Yeah. I'm gonna text her saying, "Can I drop by? I'd like to talk to your brother."
I assume it's urgent.
Not urgent. It's not urgent. Just need to talk to him.
Okay. Sure. No worries.
I assume she just gives an address, and then Darius will head out.
Yeah. You'll take your car and drive. Park in front of their house. By the time you get inside, they're all.
Sorry for taking so long. Traffic was different. Lamar, right?
No, this is Darius. Pleasure to finally meet
Yeah.
you. Actually, did you? I don't think
Yeah, because we went to go rescue his sister together.
did. Yeah, so you've actually met, I guess. Like,
It was just the one time though.
so how can I help you?
Actually, I'm looking to get in contact with some hunter groups, and I was hoping you could help me.
I know a few people.
If you could get me in contact with them, I would appreciate it.
We're talking recluse, isolated hunters, or are we talking like organization level, run over your house type?
I'll be honest. I kind of want to recluse for now. I'm trying to branch out a little bit.
No, sure. I'll make a couple of phone calls. I'll have someone reach out to you.
All right. I appreciate it, Lamar. And
Will
he extends a
not.
hand.
I'll shake your hand. Another favor.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
Darius doesn't like favors. That sounds like work.
Yeah, it's also work for Lamar to get you contacts.
I know.
Everyone
this is
has
important.
works.
Listen, this is important that he's told to do this, but he's also socially inept, so starting small.
I guess that will be it for you for now. What's Rowan doing at this time of night? 9 p.m.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. Honestly, with everything that's been happening, I guess we're going to be looking for something to do, hitting the streets. I guess, because she's kind of bored right now, and honestly, I don't know. The clubs aren't doing it right now. So anything in particular? It's probably through the Bizarre that she's looking for something to do.
Listen, there's a
anyone-
dragon-eating creature in the city.
You're so right, Grant.
Like I was gonna say, is that not interesting enough?
Yeah, but I feel like yeah. But unfortunately, I don't know the dragon's still in the city, so I can't really help her, and I don't really want to bother her. Then again, you know what? You're so right, Grant. I should just go to her bar. I am going to her bar.
Lovely.
It's a very
Yeah.
nice bear trap, Grant. It looks lovely.
I'm just saying, like right there.
It is. It's right there. Fucking buckshot of pure iron.
The kind of get there, and you walk in. The atmosphere, as per usual, there's people about. And just immediately, kind of like she almost from like the side, kind of interlocks her arms with her and says, "I knew you would be coming back. I get you a drink."
Oh, whiskey would be fine.
It's gonna lead you to a small standing table. It's like someone who brings you some drinks. So, well, I guess you're back. It means that maybe I made good impression.
I say you're a new arrival. You're interesting, and this is a new place. And well, the place I usually go to. Currently, she's in like the person who runs it. She's currently like I think still in. I don't know. She's in some kind of feud with a wizard, and I was a part of that, but then it stopped being fun. So now I'm just. That's not. It's not being fun. So I left. I'm gonna let them handle that between themselves.
Well, wizards are quite fickle creatures, aren't they? Seems like everyone, a wizard manages to usually piss off everyone.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever you read stories about wizards, it never ends well for them.
No, no. But listen, I was thinking, you seem to be quite well connected with some of the people around this city.
Yeah, I know people. I can talk.
That would come in really handy. Because, well, I'm kind of new, and people don't like me, find me scary. And probably other reasons that keep them from
Oh, I
being
mean
too
it as a
social.
I mean it as a compliment. You're one of the most terrifying people I've met. I mean that again. Mean that as a compliment.
She's gonna smile a bit. Thank you. Uh, Fortunately, the vampires seem to quite avoidant. Uh, the werewolves, I don't want to talk to them. And then there's your little bazaar that's left, and I don't know how should I even who should I talk to? I just know I kind of need a foot in the door, and well, I would really appreciate some help.
Well, the bazaar recently. I mean, you've already met Celine. She's If you need an item of a more, let's call it arcane, occult nature, oh, she's a good person to go to. Um, recently there's been that whole uptick with the summer intercourts aren't exactly being friendly right now. You're probably not gonna get in good with the summer court because you do the whole eating dragons thing, and currently they have one as a pet, so
That's the
probably not.
one I've smelled. That's the
Yes, exactly. That was the one you smelled, which is why I would suggest the winter court, my court, because we kind of have a bit of we could call it a disagreement, that and I don't know where that dragon is now, but
They're
well,
bound to show up eventually. Well, then there's two things I would like from you. If you're willing to lend a hand. One, yeah, introduce me to your little winter friends that are in the city. And two, you would be so kind to vouch for me amongst other members of the bazaar. Really help out. Assure them that I'm not actually here to hurt them anyway. Just here pursuing a very clear objective.
yeah, Rowan will nod. I could speak with them, and I can introduce you to. I won't lie, I'm not the most connected with the Winter Court. I was on the outs for a while, but I think I found a way back in. But there's a person I know that is specifically she's pretty high up, or at least influential. I can introduce you now, of course. As Rowan will kind of like put her hands on the table, of course. This is putting my reputation on the line. It's not. I don't think you are going to cause any trouble. You seem like a wonderful person, but this is still me vouching for a stranger. So if something does happen, it does reflect poorly on me.
Of course, of course,
No, no, for a favor.
of course. I will find I am, I do lack in connections around the city. I have other talents and skills.
Rowan nods at that.
Yeah, no, this would be 2 favors. 1 favor for the Winter Court, 1 favor for the Bazaar.
Damn, that's better than what I thought. I thought it was gonna be 1 favor. Damn. But yeah, Rowan will definitely do both of those. Rowan's also gonna ask her. Rowan's also going to ask her. So, is it just dragons you eat, or is it?
Oh no,
Is it other thing?
I like eating a lot of things, but I've grown bored of human meat a long time ago. Demons can be hit and miss. There's a lot of other creatures I've delected when. Fae tend to be weird. There's no consistency, so I kind of judge case by case basis. But I do have a clear preference for more exotic, dragons being one of them. But there's other magical creatures that are almost extinct. That whenever I hear about one, I do try and at least grab a bite.
Any in particular I should keep my ears out for if I perchance stumble upon any information?
She kind of shrugs.
That's right, Tick. I'm looking at you right now.
The gun's like just aimed at you. Yeah, she shrugs and says, "Yeah, no, don't have any particular preferences. The more exotic, the better."
Oh. I'll keep my ear to the ground and let's just say, well, I mean, quite a few interesting visitors have come to the city in quite a short time. I wouldn't be surprised if something turns up.
Such as, what's an interest? Give me an example of an interesting visitor.
Oh, of course, I mean, you already know the dragon. That guy showed up. Take my PayPal's open.
You will have an easier time getting blood from a stone. I'm sorry. I'm too poor.
What does Rowan know about John?
I think have you even seen? I think you've seen him like once.
Yeah, I've just heard him mentioned, and it's just like
just mentioned. I think Celine mentioned that he like fought off Darcy about it.
Yeah, there's this guy. He's named John. He's able to fight off my fae friend. Which something about that. I don't know. He's an enigma. There's basically nothing else about him that I know. But call it a hunch. Yes, and what? How do you pronounce it again? I know it. Barak? Oh, like a bear thing.
Hauk. Here.
Yeah. It's like it's in some wizard tower. I will warn you though.
You see her eyes gleam with excitement, as you can almost like hear a guttural, like you're not sure if it's a growl, a hiss, a purr, like it's some sort of noise.
Rowan promised to help protect him.
Rowan did, which is why I will mock corruption, because Rowan did just break that by mentioning this. I will take that point of corruption. Yeah, I will warn you. Lydia, one of the powerful demons in the city, she does seem to have a vested interest in him staying, I'd say alive? I don't know. She probably just plans to sacrifice him for some ritual. I don't know. Demons do that. So just...
Mm-hmm.
So I will just say if you go after it, because be prepared for that fight. Oh, I don't know. If she is planning to kill him, maybe you can make a deal. She doesn't need all of his flesh for the whatever she's planning, if she is planning on doing that.
Well. Oh, this is quite a lot to take in. I don't want to piss off the locals just yet, though. But John, is he also connected to some powerful locals?
know.
That's
He hangs around the garden. From what I said, I think he hangs around the gardens. That place. I think he's friends with Celine. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest. I've only just recently heard about him, which is weird. Typically, new arrivals get found out pretty quickly.
well, that's if you don't want to alarm the locals. Do you have maybe a way? I think she left me her phone number. I think.
Plus, I give her Celine's phone number.
Lovely. Thank you. This is. Well, should call her. Maybe she'll help me out. I do so love meeting strangers.
It's always good to have friends.
It is. Do let me know if you ever need something.
I'll be in touch, darling.
Just gonna smile, revealing the sharp teeth. Ah, no. See, that's you choose the third
He
option.
would have figured it out eventually. She would have figured it out eventually.
There's option one, you should take. Option two, you shoot red. Option three, you just shoot both of them.
No, listen. You guys don't know I did this. Could have been anyone.
Uh-huh.
That
So-
that Burrick was like online, like on a fucking stage.
Celine, your phone is ringing. It's about.
You know who? But you know who doesn't know? People don't know about Jack or Jake.
Celine, your phone is ringing. It's about 10.
Yeah, no one
11.
knows about Jake. I don't know who that is. Whoever that guy is. Dragomir. Who's that?
Yeah, Celine. I assume it's not the shop phone. It's just
No,
Celine's phone.
it's your personal number.
No, unknown phone number. Hello, this is Celine. How may I be of service for you tonight?
Ah, Lena. I do hope I'm not interrupting. This is Andrea. We met at the bar.
Ah, Andrea. Yes, I remember you. Very distinct. I would say I asked how you got my phone number, but
Rowan gave it to me.
I see. Well, what can I ask? What's going on, then? Andrea, what can I help you with?
Well, I was told you are quite the connected individual.
I do try. Is it something that you need, then?
I need you to. Well, how should I say this? Set up a meeting for me?
A meeting? A meeting with who exactly?
I believe he's called John.
Celine involuntarily twitches. Doesn't realize she did that. Who told you about that? About him?
I don't know that many people in the city. It was Rowan.
I see.
Celine, are you worried I might do something bad?
Of course not. I would never say something about such new friends, Andrea.
I promise not to eat him. That's what you are worried about. I'm here for the dragon. I don't care about anyone else. But I am curious to meet all the weird folk that apparently are in your city. Tell me, you won't happen to know anything about Demon Shadow Bear running around, would you?
Grunt, I assume everyone knows about the demon shadow bear that he has as a son, but I don't know how
No,
much we
not
know.
not,
Yeah.
not everyone knows.
Okay, so I don't know. Like, does Celine even know that Zorn is the bulk? Is the real question I wanted to have.
Uh,
I don't think
You
so.
did meet
But
Did
yeah, I met him, and I know he ate someone. But do I know
Yeah,
that
I was
he's a
gonna
bulk?
say, I think you were at the meeting where he ate someone. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, does Celine know that that's a bulk, or he could just be a really aggressive werewolf? All I know.
Could just be a really aggressive werewolf. Not like confirmed.
Yeah. Gotcha. Making sure. This is sad to say. I'm not too familiar with the bulk at all, but it seems it's a very popular item, depending on where you can get your hands on it.
Well, here might be wanted for a sacrifice by some demon, but that's no here, no there, nor my business. But I would really, really appreciate it if you could do these things for me. Very least set up a meeting with your friend John.
Mhm. Of course, nothing like this would be for free. I assume as well you know how these things work.
I certainly do. You'll find I am a very useful friend to have.
Well, Andrea, I'll be honest, I can't guarantee anything, but I will get back to you with that information.
Ah, well, no pressure. Thank you, Celine. Have a lovely night, and do stop by. Don't be a stranger.
Of course. Have a lovely night, Celine, Andrea.
As yeah, just close off the phone call.
There's probably like a minute where Celine just shuts the phone, looking at it before immediately punching her hand through a glass. God damn it! I just fixed that.
Think about it. It's much better for you to have to handle this now when you're in a position of some strength.
Thank you. The voice of Rowan in the background.
don't listen to this asshole. You have friends.
I'm gonna be probably betray you too, Darius. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm expecting it. Listen, there are no good people in this world.
I think
This is
it's
what
more.
Darius-
This is what Darius expects. Oh God.
Darius,
It amused me.
Darius is banging a demon. He does not expect the best in people. Let's be honest. He is honorable. He doesn't expect others to be. Why do you think he doesn't do politics?
He's bad at it.
I think. Oof. I can't text John. He doesn't know what texting is.
No, you
Uh,
kind of have to call him. Unfortunately, that unless you
You're
wanted
good.
this to be a long, long conversation.
No, you're good. I was like, should she try to just show up or just call first? I think she doesn't want to be rude. Just show up to his house. She will give him
At
a
this time
lovely
of night,
call.
it's probably like a 10-minute walk in the actual garden.
God damn it, John. That's right. Well, Celine will probably go looking for him then, at the very least, because she is still at her job when this happens. So probably close for that.
Yeah, no, you find him hanging at his usual spot in the park.
Good evening, John.
Almost as if snaps out of a trance. Good evening, Miss Celine.
Yes, it seems you're in your same spot here at the very least. I have some news. Seems someone has taken note of your presence here and wishes for a meeting at the very least.
Is this someone important?
I wouldn't say necessarily important, but dangerous. I don't know what she is, but
As long as this person one of the locals, have I offended anyone?
no, she seemed to be more curious about you than anything else.
Ah.
She's a newcomer here at the city, and I would assume she's making friends.
Tell her that I'm not interested.
She has a particular taste for dragon meat and other such things.
Uh, I'm not a dragon, so I don't think I'll be presenting that much interest to her.
Very well.
Didn't
I'll
realize you had
tell-
such other dreadful connections, Miss Celine.
someone I met recently who seemed to know that I have opportunities to meet new people. I can't say for sure why exactly
know
she's
that-
doing such a thing.
You know that these demons are of a different kind than the ones you're used to in hell. They
Which
all
is why-
are much more dangerous.
Which is why I was trying to make it a point to stay away from her, but if she decides to give chase, it's a little harder. But I will tell Andrea that you decline.
Is this woman bothering you?
Not yet at the very least. She seems to like my smell on me. Says I smell like a dragon. It's not the worst thing in the world. I have other
What? Why would you smell? Have you been in contact with a dragon? She like
Yes.
gets up and like looks rather excited at you. For one of the first times.
Celine looks surprised, like, yes, he was a small bit of bodyguard work that I was able to get in contact with for the Fae.
Guarded by an actual dragon.
Yes, even got a chance to take a ride, I guess, onto him. Did I say it like that? Yes.
It's quite a great honor.
It was a rather wonderful experience, if nothing else. You did meet him, John. Did you not remember?
I don't believe so. I've met a dragon in quite long time.
Brought him to meet you. Are you sure you don't remember him?
I'm fairly positive. Memory is not what it once used to, I guess.
Well, he seemed to be very amused by your conversation at that. I think you left a good impression.
Didn't offend them then.
I think he was more curious about who and what you were exactly than anything else.
Just kind of like looks at you, kind of like tilts his head a bit and just says, in any case, no, I've changed my mind. Do set up that meeting, please.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Very well then.
May send her. I don't want to tarnish this lovely place. Is there somewhere outside the city where, if things get heated, it won't really matter? I have to dig a few new holes in the ground.
I think it would be right to say that I think Celine would know such a thing or such places.
Yeah, there's like more remote, desolate areas.
Yes, I know a few things. Could set up a little cheese platter if it helps as well.
Please do set up the meeting.
Very well then. I will keep you informed.
He like smiles, nods, and sits back down on the bench. Starts staring into fucking empty space again.
This is what he does to pass the time, I guess.
Yeah, this is what he does literally every night.
Never change, John. You're delighting the small life I have. We love John here. Yeah, I think she wouldn't try to disturb John's simple peace before going back to her shop to inform Andrea. I would think she'd probably wait an hour or so before doing that because she does want to reach out to the. I don't know if it's possible that this know exactly what happens to the vampires in the raid or not.
You have contact.
I do.
You have a contact with a vampire?
Have an asset, but she.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you could. I'd definitely call her.
Yes. She will give Miss Fairchild a call.
Yeah. Just pick up. Says, Celine, it's been a while.
Madam Fairchild, it's good to hear your voice. I had been worried for you.
No need. I'm used to these personal squabbles between my kind. Nothing new here.
Ah, that is good to hear at the very least. I do apologize for calling you such, well, I assume it's your hour, but you're always a busy woman. But I wanted to extend my hand to see if there's anyone who needs any assistance with these trying times. I understand there are many of vampires who are much more well equipped. None of them could always be prepared for such a thing.
I believe, given the current turmoil, no, actually, given the current tumultuous climate, a new younger vampire has risen to quite a prominent position, and I think she is looking for assistance, something that you can provide, as she was asking about one of her specialties, certain herbs and ingredients.
Oh, I'm always looking for new customers,
I
and
will
of course you're.
pass her contact details to you then.
Well, that would be lovely. May I get a name as well? Don't wish to be rude.
Oh, of course, Zoe.
Zoe. I will keep that in mind then. Thank you, Miss Fairchild. I appreciate this.
Have a lovely night, Celine.
You too as well. And then she will probably call Andrea to let her know, of course, that there will be a meeting. And actually, probably make sure she can find where that meeting is, of course, at the same time. So yeah.
Yeah, no, Andrea's gonna be very happy that you can set up a meeting in the outskirts. I guess you should set up the meeting literally like tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, I assume Andrea is the one who really dictates when the meeting should take place because
Yeah, she's
Celine can move quickly.
she wants if it can be tonight, she's like yeah, just like now.
It'll probably be tomorrow then. Yeah. I'm like giving her that.
But yeah. Not sure if you wanna call Zoe.
Yeah, I didn't know if Zoe wanted to call me or vice versa. So yeah.
Well, no, like Farah gave you her details. She told you that hey, yeah, she's been asking around for any like, for someone who can get her alchemical ingredients.
Oh yeah, then she would definitely call Zoe.
Pick up the phone and says, I don't believe I have this number, so who do I have the pleasure with?
Hopefully a new business friend at the very least, Miss Zoe. It seems it's more of how can I help you? You were looking for a certain set of items that I am particularly adept with. Herbs, ingredients, or the like?
Quite simple. You have love.
I can make it for you if you want.
That's exactly what I want. So I'll. Who's this, by the way? Just I need to put like a name and the contacts. I don't want to call you Dr. Love.
My name is Celine.
Okay, so Celine, Dr. Love. Save. Okay, so send you a list of ingredients, and can get them to me next couple of days. Really nice.
Of course. And of course, I assume this is for a favor as well, Grant. Just want to make sure.
Yes, she will owe you a favor for.
This is very well then. I will, of course, be happy to oblige.
As yeah, no. She sent you a list of ingredients. Celine, how skilled of an alchemist?
It says, well, I will say I assume Celine would be very skilled at this because it's the one thing she
I
definitely
have
chose for
3 in
herself.
mind. Why don't you roll me mind? If you
Gotcha.
can deduce. Yeah. So you do have quite a good idea what these ingredients can be used to make. Love potion is not like an actual thing. It's a
Yeah.
mind control potion, and it's a memory alteration potion.
Would it be possible for, just in case things go a little bit skewed, Celine would have a way to clear up the effects if it becomes a problem, like down the line?
Like these effects are temporary, mind you. They're not
Ah,
permanent.
gotcha.
Yeah. But it is still clearly to try and kind of like make someone much more like mind control. When I say mind control, it's more like you're become very, very suggestible. I can just tell you to do things and you'll just do them. You'll just believe me and just do it. And the mind altering one just kind of like wipes whatever you like, wipes your memories from last night or something like that for like a specific time window.
Oh. Well, whatever she does in her spare time, that's not my business. I didn't sign a moral clause for this job.
No. And she's a powerful new member, so probably for some sort of political machinations.
Yeah, vampires, am I right?
Yeah. These potions would work on a vampire as well, so probably against one of her rivals. Oh,
Yeah, definitely for that.
say it's probably gonna take you a bit to get the ingredients, but you'll have the both potions delivered by next day.
Gotcha.
Speaking of ticking, what is as morning arrives, Darius? Unless there was something else you wanted to do, Celine.
No, I think that's it for now. For now, I'm trying to think about what I'm gonna do next, but yeah, that's fine.
Darius, morning comes. Everything seems to be good with the world, except that, well, Zoran's gonna spend his day with Zoe.
Listen, I can't. I if he can learn to control his powers, fine.
That's true. Emilia would have sent you a text, kind of like reading in the morning. It says, lesson 1, kicked his ass. He's learning.
Probably deserved it. Good job.
So, any plans for today, Darius, or just gonna wait for Grace to show up and go through rudimentary
Honestly?
training?
Honestly, because if the magic isn't working like how it's intended, or it's so abysmal that it doesn't even
It
matter.
works. It's just that holy shit is this woman anti-talent.
Yeah. So he's actually gonna call Celine. Because it's her place of power that this chick went to, right? Like it's that location
Yes.
where we found her and stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna call Celine.
Hello, this is Celine. This is the Shooting Star, where your dreams and wishes come true. How can I help you?
Hey, it's Darius.
Oh.
I have some. I'm working on a project, and I kind of need your help with something.
Oh, well, what type of help we're talking here, and what type of project we're talking as well?
What do you know about the history of your garden?
What does Celine know fully about the garden, grant outside of the fact it's a place of power given to her by, or put in charge of by the Fae and Lydia, essentially?
Not much. There's almost no information on this place.
Other than the fact that it's old, not a lot of information, and it's very beautiful. Is there much more I need to know about it?
Do you know anybody who doesn't know about it? I'm really trying to help somebody out here, and it's clearly I need to know more about this place.
I feel like you don't, actually. I feel like you don't need to know anything else about this place because it's not your business to know about it. What friend are you trying to help here, Darius?
The lady from a couple weeks ago.
And we've met many ladies. What lady from a couple weeks ago?
The one we went to go rescue.
Ah, yes. Rowan's human. Grace.
Yeah. Well, she's under my care. And
Apple.
there are some things that I'm trying to help her with, but it all kind of comes back to your garden.
And you're trying to help her by learning information about the garden?
I have no ulterior motives other than helping this person be able to protect herself. And if I understood where is there anywhere we can meet? Do you have like a lunch break? I don't really want to talk about this over the phone.
We can meet then. I am the boss, so I get to decide my lunch breaks, which is always fun.
Grant, when is Grace expected to come here?
Probably
Like,
later
what time?
today, quite early in the morning.
If I bring coffee, can you be ready in like an hour?
Yeah, there's a place we can meet up. Not too far from here.
All right, I will see you there.
See you there.
Up.
Hey, let's say Tick, we were building a boat just specifically for Zoran, I feel like.
Listen, it's fine because what you have done is put Zoe in the crosshairs of Allah or whatever the lady species
Andrea?
is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean her species type. So like what you did is just put these two people against each other over Zorn, and I will have to get involved. So thanks for that.
Look, I headcanon it. I was correct that she has no idea who the fucking Bulk is. She's more like, man, I don't want to piss off a dragon.
Listen, it's fine.
Kind of like the guy, but also I don't want him to kill me.
It's all right. It's fine. Listen, I'm not mad. I'll just figure
Just-
out how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Darius isn't
The
spiteful.
ball's in your court. It's listen, if you can't handle this, that's not
Yeah.
my problem. That's not
Shut the
my
fuck up, Zaz.
fault.
There is a lot of dick going around. Listen, Zaz has been doing a lot of dicking. Maybe you should dick on people instead of taking the dick. How about that?
I'm sorry. I can't. I'm too Wisconsinite. It's like, oh shucks. Oh golly gee.
Well, if you can only fucking take it, well, take it then.
Like literally pop my tire. Oh jeepers creepers. I just
Fucking somebody
Animal.
kills your adopted son. Ah, jeez.
oh, well, he was a fucking fib anyways. Probably was a Viking fan. Listen, I know how Darius is gonna play this. Listen, if you're that guy who everybody can trust not to screw them over, I'm hoping long term that is a good enough investment because at least he won't fuck you over. Having that one person is more valuable than 6 people you're not sure you could trust.
Listen, Rowan takes position of she would have figured out all that stuff anyways, so she might as well gate something out of it.
Uh,
rather than
that-
somebody else.
That's not
literally-
Rowan.
I'm smelling the gas from here.
Tick does not seem to understand that it's all just business.
That's my business
fine.
is to just fuck with you. So it's all just business after all.
Listen,
It's fine.
she would have figured out about John, and she would have figured out about Zoran anyway. So why don't? It's some random stranger could have gotten that favor instead of your good friend.
Listen, at the end of the day, I do have the thermonuclear option we talked about, Zaz. Just remember, I have my finger on that button at all times.
Yeah.
Well, So
Nothing. Don't worry.
I was gonna say,
Anyway.
That's
did,
the hollow threat, if I've ever heard one.
It is not.
as have Celine and Darius met up.
Yeah, we're
Everything?
gonna meet up.
Yeah, we were waiting on you.
Yeah, so you get together at a nearby coffee shop, I presume.
Yeah, it's just me, Celine, and Darius, right? Just want to make
Yeah.
sure I know who's here.
Yep.
Okay.
He's not bringing an entourage of people with him.
So we'll probably take the coffee he has. All right. Darius, what exactly is this all about?
Well, one, it's good to see that you're still alive after our last encounter.
You don't get where I am at without trying to do a few gambles.
So this is my inner curiosity. Was it neat, like flying off on that thing?
It was pretty fun.
Next time. All I had to do was stand there and look stupid.
I don't know. I think you with your snow knight person seemed rather intimidating.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different thing. But I guess I know your lunch break is whatever it is, and I don't want to make you lose it on business. But
Oh.
no, she seems to be having dreams of the place and seems to be drawn to it. And I'm trying to get an understanding of where her power comes from. I did a ritual, and it's not something. It's something different than I've ever experienced, and something that my books don't seem to tell me. I have a vague idea, but I don't know what.
A source of mine has predicted that she can speak to the place of power. I'm not too sure if it's all plants in general or just this particular place.
I'll say that ritual, as far as I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember it was some sort of like ancient, powerful spirit of nature or some shit.
Yeah, it was either like a trickster god or a very old spirit. It seems that she's talking to an individual, so it originally made me think it was demonic in nature, but it doesn't seem to be like that. It seems to be something older.
Possibly as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the garden. Its age is unknown to me, but I know it's far older than it looks.
The garden itself isn't old, but whatever is underneath that land is the
the core of it, basically.
I've been teaching her. She can do magic, but Blue's gonna start getting annoyed if I keep breaking cups.
Well, I think I understand exactly what you're asking, Darius, but you do understand the position you're placing me in here and how dangerous for not just me, but you as well.
Grunt, this is probably a dumb question, but when I used the garden, what did that feel like exactly? Just like emanating
empowering,
power, or...
exhilarating. Like you just supercharge yourself to a really fucking large power source.
That's why, Celine, I'm trying to go through all my options before I study it myself. And that does not mean using it, Celine. That means studying it. So
I don't think Lydia would see it the same way.
I will worry about that. I'm trying to help an innocent girl who got put in a bad spot. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. This is why I have to get rid of general chat. I can't with you people. You guys are the worst. You guys are the worst friends. I don't need enemies.
You were given the Shadow Demon Lady. I know. I can see why he gave the Shadow Demon Lady. He knew you'd lose it.
Here's the thing. I was not told. She didn't tell me. She told Celine. Nobody told Darius.
And I told you immediately afterwards.
I
Get
don't.
your ass
You
out
don't
of
know
here.
that.
She was
You
pretty
didn't know that.
specific and was like, "Oh, well, what do you know about that place? I don't want to tell you." Well, why not? Because it's none of your business.
um. Well, Darius, there's the easiest option. Bring the girl to the garden. But I will tell you, I will inform Lydia of the such things because I'd rather not have my head in her spike. You may be able to purse up your lips and have her forgive you for such things, but I don't think I have that option.
I don't want to put her in undue risk. I think putting her in contact with the place is not for her benefit.
And also, if you decide to study this place, that will put you in the crosshair of a number of people who will be upset with me. I'm not saying I don't understand what you're doing, Darius, nor do I necessarily condemn your want to study it. But regardless, the garden is my charge, and I will not fail it. So,
Well, I heard there's a third option. You said 3 options.
oh no, that was my options. Well,
Now,
there's someone else I can let her meet who may be of more knowledgeable about this.
is there any chance I can talk to this individual? So I made a promise to keep this individual safe, and I'm trying to not get her, like, throw her in the deep end. Or at least can I be there, present?
Very well. I will give me a few days. I'll talk with them and see what they say, and then we can see exactly what our options are. Deal?
Deal.
This will cost you.
Ah, see, I just saw you. I thought the coffee would have been enough. Damn. But, oh. I knew I should have added that extra creamer. Next time. Sure. Why not?
Actually, no. What Celie will say instead, because I think she still owes you a favor. I forgot for what exactly. She'll cancel out that favor that she owes you.
All right.
Would that be all right?
That will be fine.
Okay. I think it was with the job you did for her. Okay.
hmm
Celie would shake your hand on that, basically.
He will not shake hands. He does not trust a demon's handshake. It is very binding in his mind.
Celie would probably laugh, but she wouldn't say anything else about it.
No wonder people don't like you.
I'm just getting bullied in every game here. Jesus Christ, guys. We're
That's
gonna
just
make fun of
because
more
you're
dead.
winning. People are envious.
You're right. You're right, Grunt. But when I did mention I was winning, you told me that it's time to
Yeah.
get fucked.
Then people will
Because
stop
you're never
bullying you.
grateful. It's because
Listen,
you're never grateful for winning.
How
You
many
are-
listen? I will sacrifice as many. I will sacrifice as many people as you ask me to sacrifice.
Then learn from these masters of throwing you under the bus and just throw them back. Throw them back.
I put you on the street. I rent the bus. I drive the bus.
Like the worst part is I have no way. Like listen.
You have no way.
I do
Oh,
have a
huh.
way to fuck over Celine pretty quick, but Rowan, I am not aware enough that she has done anything wrong.
Do it. Become my enemy. See what happens.
Nope.
I
Nope,
will
because
say
you-
this, Celine. You do know somebody's looking for Zoran. He's known
Yes.
to like to eat exotic things.
Oh, does Celine know she wants to eat Zoran, or does Rowan know she wants to eat Zoran?
Well, she specifically said, "Hey, I heard there's a demonic shadow bear, and you know she's here to actually just eat the dragon."
Ooh, you're right. Because I don't, like I said, I don't know. She knows that it's Zoran, but she will find out.
Yeah, I guess, but she does know about the demon shadow bear, and she's been in the city for like a couple of days. That's a bit. And Rowan apparently told her. So up to you if you want
Yeah.
to warn Darius or
Yeah.
not.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Darius
War
is getting
Darius.
up.
Wait, sit down. I have one more thing before I forgot.
No, see, I knew you liked it's my pleasant company and my 2 shots of espresso.
The espresso deserves a little bit more extra sweetener, but it's fine.
I'll work on it.
In the for our partnership of not keeping each other's shit safe, as you adequately put it, I've come to my knowledge that, well, it seems your ward may be of particular interest to a set of people. A shadow bear, whatever.
Darius's eyes like go from like this friendly kind of jokey thing just to like blanked and just deadpan stare at you. Like he's looking through you.
There have
Go
been
on.
a few interested parties looking for. I wouldn't know what to even say. I would assume a meal, but maybe she just wants to use it for ingredients.
Is it
Maybe
Zoe
not.
again?
Zoe, I'm not too sure why she'd be interested in your. Didn't know
She-
that.
I don't know. She has some obsession to, I don't know, relationship or some shit. Is this more Zoe shenanigans or is this something else?
No, a newcomer has come into town. It seems she's been asking about a few exotic types, and she has an interest for, well, dragon I know, but who knows what else she likes to eat. She asked me if I knew any information about it. I didn't tell her anything, but she's smart and crafty, so I wouldn't take her long before she figures it all out.
She's new? I wonder how she found out everything so fast, but
Well, apparently Rowan has given some information, I assume in the interest of being friendly. But maybe it's someone else.
well, Rowan does know. Be careful of newcomers. I was given a bit of warning to keep my head on a swivel and just keep your head down for a bit.
It's much harder to keep your eyes away from newcomers when they find you first.
Is this person going to be a problem?
Well, she seems to be old, she seems to be powerful, and she seems to be an experienced hunter, so you tell me.
Experience breeds arrogance. But I see your point. I wouldn't want you to get yourself into too much trouble with an individual, but if she does bother you, tell her you just couldn't find anything else about it. Do you know what kind of species she is?
No idea. I know
Okay.
she's... Closest word I've been told is that she's a demon of the earthly kind, but...
Demon of an earthly kind. Alright. Well, I'm just... It's just another person to keep an eye on, I guess.
Why not speak with her if you feel that you must? Get her motive, see what you feel about her.
Problem
Maybe she'll-
is, if she is looking for the Shadow Bear and she finds out I have some connection with him, it's a possibility that it could lead back to him anyways, depending on what her motives are, curiosity or not.
Wow.
But if you do hear something, give me the heads up and I'll meet her before she comes knocking on my door. All right.
I'd try to give you a warning, but then again, she might smell him before you give her a chance to stop her.
Yeah. Any chance she has a place by Zoe's new place?
I don't believe so. Her club is near more of the school area. Very nice.
Well, as long as he keeps his head down and away from that area, which it should be fine for now.
A young, in love male human staying away from the local hangout areas that most teens of his age hang out with. Is that what they say? Sure about that?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I never really had much of a party life, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I could use advice. What do you think? Would it be better to talk to this woman and try to cut it off at the pass, or
Gain as much information as you can about her. Gain as much influence as you can to ensure your boy's safety, I believe. And maybe confront her fully, because I think she'll find you first.
all right?
Maybe talk to
One's-
Rowan. She has a way of making it a very comfortable conversation with that. She may know more.
Apparently, Rowan just sold out some information, so I'm going to try to stick clear as possible from that.
You're
But-
getting too caught up on the details like that. Sold out means that you demanded some type of service of loyalty from her.
Well, next time you go out to the club and if you head out that area, let me know. Maybe you can introduce us.
I'll
And
keep that in mind.
I know people in our business don't often say it, but I am glad that you're okay. You seem like one of the better people I meet.
Give it time.
Mm. Listen, so far you're out of all the demons I met, you're probably my second favorite.
Aren't you a wonderful flatterer? I see why Lydia
Yeah.
likes you so much.
Keep your head down, all right? I'm always a phone call away if you need something.
She gives you a nod.
All right, stay out of trouble.
With that, I will switch shortly to Rowan as Rowan, there's a phone call for you. Someone you haven't talked to in a while. She's still around kicking, apparently, Sophia.
Interesting. Yeah, Rowan will answer it. Hello, darling.
Hey, finally got some free time. I'm sorry I'm calling this late. Do you still want the remains?
I'll take them. The interest has passed a bit, but I can still find something. I can still find something interesting to do with them.
Okay, I'll send them wherever you want. Nothing else that the Roman needs from her.
Nah, nothing else really. Yeah, it was just like somewhere that's not her, that's not Rowan's house.
They'll leave a drop box for you, jar containing the remains.
Yep. Well, Rowan has Rowan has to help her new friend get a foot in the door with the bazaar.
That's true. That's a much more straightforward thing. You just have to phone up random people you know and just be like, "Hey, this woman's in town. She's cool. I talked with her. Don't worry." Which will basically stake your reputation, but at the very least, the other Fae won't just run away from her now. But the one with Darcy, though, that's gonna be a conversation, though.
Yes. Darcy will be the last one rang up.
Picks up and says, well, if it isn't my favorite person in the city.
Oh, darling. Flattery will get you everywhere. Keep doing it.
Flattery
So-
if it's true.
Oh. I wanted to call because I wanted to say I had another wonderful talk with that her name's Andrea, that demon that eats dragons.
Ooh, no.
Yes,
Okay.
I may have spoken on her behalf to a few of the people in the bazaar, but it's one thing I wanted to perhaps bring up. She does seem very intent on killing dragons, eating them, and Summer Court does have a dragon.
They sure do.
Which is
Huh.
why I think it might be in the court's best interest to establish a kind of dialogue with her. The problem is, see, I'm not exactly on the in with the court right now, so there's only so much I can do on that front.
Do you want to be in on the court?
If you had asked me that a few weeks ago, I would have told you no. I would have told you I want to be away from it forever. I'm not so sure anymore.
Maybe. There's always a place for you back. Things have changed. Things are changing.
Things are changing, yeah. Well, it's easy to say I didn't want to be in the court when it was all looking down, but now. I think I'm overdue for a homecoming.
And why don't you bring your friend Andrea over? For the monarch will appreciate you helping out.
Let her know that meeting can be arranged.
I will message you that she's meeting John later today, so after that she is free.
All right.
What was Darius's next step? Next plan?
So a couple things he's waiting for. He's waiting to hear back from Grace's brother about meeting some hunters.
Yes.
He is waiting for Celine to hear back from her contact who might know more about the woods. So right now he's back at the tower waiting for Grace to do some more training.
Okay, yeah, no, you spend most of the day with her in training. Celine?
Actually, Grunt, instead of doing the basics like levitation, I think it might be a trickster god, right? I happen to know of a couple spells that might be more catered to her type of talents, like trinket, veil, teleportation, stuff that I might not know, but might be spells that she might be good with. Can I try that?
You can switch up training regimen and try and
so I'm gonna try to teach her
spells.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to teach her trinket because it is trickster-ish in certain nature.
Yeah. Celine, who's your contact you want to ask about the woods?
John's the only contact I have.
Okay, I was just gonna say.
I was like, that's all I got.
Well, listen, you know where the meeting spot is. You can just drop by and see what they're doing and then ask them.
Yeah, I'm gonna not be an asshole and rudely interrupt them. So, like, it's either that or Lydia. I don't want her to get mad at me yet.
Yeah, it's fine. I just want the excuse to use a different background. Yeah, you'll travel to some of the outskirts, more crappy areas. There's less people that care. As well, the meeting spot is about like a 5-minute walk from where you've parked your car. Should be done soon. See John walking from around the corner. Suit rather dusty a bit as he's kind of like trying to arrange that, kind of like clear some of the dust.
Oh, you're alive. That's good.
Celine, I didn't expect to see you here. Was I supposed to be in danger?
No, at the very least, but I always expect the worst and be surprised when it doesn't happen, is what I always say.
No. Celine, do not worry. I talked with Miss Andrea and explained to her that in the city, certain rules of etiquette that must be followed. And I think we resolved our issues for the moment. Please do let me know if she calls you over again.
I assume she's gotten everything she's wanted from me for now, at the very least. But I mainly
Hopefully.
came to. Yeah, it's
There's
true.
blood on his cane.
Yeah, she's just gonna look at that and the dust all over him.
Perhaps have a napkin.
Lynn probably tosses him a napkin.
Thank you.
She's one of those weirdos who has the nice cloth ones.
Yeah, I know he's gonna take it like it's the most natural, normal thing, and just you gave him a pack of napkins. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with these ones? Why do they tear? I don't get that. But yeah, he's
I
just
understand.
cleaning his
Ah.
cane.
Well, I didn't come in to see if you survived your conversation or not. I came to ask a couple questions, if you would be willing to answer, of course.
Of course.
And if you want to ride back into the city.
I won't say no. It took me a while to get here.
Oh, John, you could have just asked for a ride.
Wish to bother, and I also a ride. Wait, and he kind of looks at the car, but says, "Seems a bit weird to ride this thing, but if you wish." As he starts climbing on it.
John, no. She opens the door. Take a seat, please. It's a carriage, but automated.
Ah, no, this makes sense. See. This is the power of human ingenuity as he gets in.
A wonderful thing.
Horseless carriage. It's quite impressive.
She would get on the other side of the car. Okay. I'm gonna turn the car on now, so it should be a nice experience, I believe.
I've always seen them from the outside, but never on the inside. It's quite comfortable. It must cost a fortune.
It depends on what model or make.
No, I mean this one is it's quite luxurious.
Oh, it is.
What car is Celine driving?
No, what's a fancy car? Give 1 second.
Oh, so you do actually have
Any
a fancy car.
Volkswagen. It's
Yeah,
probably
it's
like
the thing
some
you
sort of Volkswagen, one of those black ones. One of those that's as a mechanic a pain in the ass to put together because it's all just flipped upside down. It's a
Yeah, maybe like a.
Lamborghini.
No, that sounds too over the top. Probably like a Lexus or something like that. I think I'm not too familiar with luxury right now.
It's a Firebird.
Start driving. I was so what exactly would you wish to ask me about?
It seems the mortal woman, Grace, who can now, from what you told me, speak with the forest, is having a bit of someone's trying to help her further develop and understand her abilities. So there are questions about the garden. And you seem to be a knowledgeable about it. I was hoping you can give me some insight before, well, I start digging a little too deep.
Unfortunately, I'm not a sorcerer, so I wouldn't know exactly. I do believe it's a very powerful nature spirit that resides within it. Other than that, I just enjoy the nature and the peace and quiet.
I believe, well, at least from what I've been told, that she's made contact with this nature spirit, and now either through it or because of it has her abilities, and she just find
Isn't that quite
understanding.
common for humans to still make pacts to gain power, though?
Yes, but a place of power, a nature
S-
spirit at that,
Still a
not
powerful
very
spirit.
usually.
You can still make a pact.
True.
Unless,
I'm more used to
unless
my
things
way.
have changed in the last 100 years. I haven't spoken to a sorcerer in quite some time.
200 years, John. Very well then.
Say something wrong?
No, no, it's fine.
Oh, is this not about the age thing again, is it?
It's fine, John.
Not that old.
I believe you. I believe you. It's more the fact, like I said, I'm trying to. The next option is to either allow this certain individual to try to look deeper into the garden, which could possibly mean trouble for both him and me, or allow the girl to commune with the forest, which again may be trouble for both him and me. His wife might be, oh no, sorry, not wife, because we all know they're married. His partner may be upset with me, and I'd rather not upset her at all.
I wish I could help you, but such matters are a bit beyond me. Is there a reason why she shouldn't just interact with the spirit from the garden?
The place, the garden, the place of power, it's all very much a coveted area. And, well, if it gets known that she can do such things, there is more likely a chance she will be a target on someone's radar. And, well, I'd rather not keep the garden disturbed. I'd rather keep it undisturbed.
It is wise. Nature spirits are often not so friendly. But I mean, there is a way to awaken her powers, or rather speed up the process of her adapting. I don't think it's necessarily a pleasant one.
Do tell.
Usually, life-threatening situations put people in a, well, they force us to give our best.
It would probably be the easiest solution.
You must simply threaten her life credible enough that she will actually engage her full abilities.
They may be the easier way, but I feel like, well, she is quite a cast of characters who would like to keep her safe, and I'd rather not get in the bad side. I know what I'm going to have to do. It's just going to be a bit of an annoyance is all.
I am sorry. Can I help you more? You seem to be quite in a stressful situation.
It is all right, John. You've helped me more than enough. At the very least, you helped me make up my mind.
I can't believe I... Dragon.
It's all right, John. It's going to be all right.
Maybe I am getting old.
You want to listen to some music?
Sure. And kind of like looks around the windows.
He just turns on the radio, picks a random station.
Singing box.
Yes, it's called a radio.
Can I talk to the people inside like I do with the other smaller box?
Sadly, no. The radio is not one of those type of devices.
Ah, I see. They can only talk to me, but I can't. Makes sense.
Yeah, we'll keep it simple.
Like I said, magic is not really my strong suit.
It's fine. Though, John, I will warn you as things go on. It seems your presence will start to get noticed by other people, and regardless if you intend to or not, that means uninterested parties may want to have further discussions with you, and they may go past me before that, or bypass me to get to you.
My only concern is that you yourself are not placed in danger. I can take care of myself. If anyone wishes to talk to me, please, you can repeat this scenario and if they pursue, well, I have killed before.
Well, I trust you know what to do with yourself then, John.
Your concern is greatly appreciated, Miss Celine.
She just smiles, unknowingly so.
As you drive him back home, he's gonna take out a gold coin and say, for the trip, thank you.
John, no. It's fine. You helped me out in this situation. I think we'll call it even.
As you wish, then. Does this thing need to eat as well to replenish its energy?
Don't worry. In a way it does, but I can take care of that. It's more than full.
And take care of this great invention.
I shall.
Can hear its stomach growling, I think, like towards the engine. Have a good day, Miss Celine.
You too as well, John.
Meanwhile, Rowan, we have another message sometime after the first one. Andrea says, I think I'm ready to meet. I drop by your place?
That should be fine.
He did get the Allah from off your back. I feel like
That's
calm
true.
down, Mr. Hustler. I don't need to. You don't
Mac
need to
would be
squeeze.
hustling
Yeah,
hard.
this is Mac behavior, Red. What are you doing?
So disappointed in myself. I wanted to make a
Oh,
hustler.
Hear me out. The
You are
hustle
hustling,
is bringing
but
people in.
I was gonna say
Nope.
you are hustling. You are just hustling smart, not like an aggressive salesman.
Listen,
True,
wheeling
true.
and dealing. Do you think your client's like, buy my shit? Or do you think it's like, hey, come here, look at this. By the way, we're gonna like have some hidden fees, but don't worry about it. New phone.
As Andrea would, I presume you would meet with her somewhere in downtown to head over to the ice cream shop where the portal is.
Yeah.
As she meets with you, and yeah, you can tell she has several bruises, as well as rather black eye, rather.
Meeting with John go well?
I did not expect that.
What happened?
He clobbered me. I showed up. Well, he didn't show up. I saw the cane hit me in the face before he even kind of came around the corner.
That's...
I got the message.
He seems powerful enough to get away with that, but he is associated with Celine, so I hope he doesn't just do that to everyone he meets. He might be invincible. Celine isn't.
He told me to stay away from her, so I think I will.
He keeps doing that, he's gonna kill her business. If everyone stays away from her.
I suppose. It was my mistake too. I thought I might play a little game with him and tease him a bit, see how he reacts, but I didn't expect him to be this violent. But let's hope this meeting goes better than my last one.
No, it should.
As you see Darcy is waiting for inside the ice cream. As Darcy looks at it and says, "Oh, you must be Andrea." Andrea just nods and smiles. And Darcy looks at her and says, "Hey, did I miss something?"
She had a meeting with another fellow, another new, I guess you call him a newcomer, the same named John, and apparently John was quite aggressive, but that's a story for a different time.
As well, she says, "Yeah, well, give me a moment. Go a bit ahead. I'll join up with you quite quickly."
All right.
Like, glance around as you see her just. She approaches a nearby man. As she's just gonna like. The man is with like a presumably loved one, wife, girlfriend, something. Just walks up to him, smiles, and man just kind of like freezes as she like starts making out with him. And
Well,
the woman is like appalled, kind of like doubles back before Andrea just kind of like releases the man, and he like collapses to the ground. And you can see like the wounds, the bruises are just kind of gone. As the woman just kind of like goes to kind of like grabs Andrea by the shoulder, kind of like tries to pull her back, and then Andrea just glances in her direction, for the woman just freezes in place and collapses to the ground, starts shivering a bit. Says, "Well, I think I'm ready."
are they going to be okay?
Yeah, and give him a few days to recover, and she'll just have nightmares for about a month. Don't worry about it. Nothing
All right.
permanent.
Alrighty.
As you kind of like both of you walk in the corner through the fridge. Darcy will give you a rather concerned look, slightly.
If I can row into shrugs, just. I think I actually can. I think one of my let-it out powers is I can fucking speak into somebody's, establish a like fucking telepathic connection.
Yeah, if you
but
have
I'm pretty
telepathy.
sure.
Yeah, there is one.
I think it's one of my I think it's one of my things I can do if I let it out. But I don't. Rowan's just gonna shrug, just like. Rowan doesn't really have a lot to say. Like, yeah, this is the person I told you about.
Um, the well, you walk through the fridge, which, well, the winter version of everything, basically. Step through the snow and the cold. You make your way to central area where the monarch currently holding court, as people are already seemingly expecting you. As Fiona looks at all this rather impassionately, as Darcy and presumably you bow.
Yep, absolutely.
Andrea doesn't bow. smiles. And says, I suppose you must be the one Rowan brought in. Rowan? You know what this woman is?
She referred to herself as a demon of the sky. She is a seemingly a dragon slayer or a dragon eater.
She eats all sorts of things, including Fae.
Oh, I know the risks of taking her here, but
Saps
Summer Court-
them, saps their essence from their body. That venomous tongue.
yes. Rowan will give a nod. I know, of course, there was a risk taking her here or taking her anywhere, but Summer Court does have a dragon, and she seems particularly fond of those.
And Andrea continues her sentence and says, well, the tongue is just that small little taste. I do love to actually taste the flesh. Nothing compares to it. There's like a couple of murmurs from some of the other Fae looking at this. Fiona just completely ignores her, looks at Euro and says, you are correct, of course. The Aula are known for their ravenous appetites. At this point, we need all the allies we can get. Listen to me here, demon. You touch one of my subjects. Well, you wouldn't be the first one to see what true cold feels like. Andrea just kind of like slightly bows and says, of course, Your Majesty. I know the rules. I know how to play nice as well. They don't taste that well. As you can just see her tongue just kind of like slither a bit. Fiona nods and says, well, Rowan, if you are so proactive, maybe you should take charge of this one. Unless you wanted to pass this responsibility to someone else. Said something, Zaz, I did not hear it.
No, sorry, my
You dying for everyone or just for me?
No, he's down for me too.
A little bit.
It's a shame. Real shame. Tragic accident. Can't be avoided.
Actually froze. Oh no.
I'll show you what true cold is like. Whoosh. All right, Grunt. You
He's
killed
better
him.
one. Yeah.
Hey, Mac. So I need you to play Rowan. I don't think Zaz will mind.
God, it's fine. It's fine. We can switch from that scene. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take for him to reconnect.
Once the scene starts, if I were to be a betting man.
Immediately, as someone else says, like, "Okay, let's go." It's just the next.
All right.
So who? What's Celine doing after you drop off John after he really beat the shit out?
I don't know what Celine's doing. Celine, what are you doing?
Well, she's making a couple calls again first off, she can't call Rowan, so she's gonna call Lydia, lovely Lydia, of course.
Just gonna pick up. Says, Celine, how can I help you today?
Ah, hello, Lydia. I've come into some new information, apparently. I'm not too sure what to make of it, but I want to talk to you first before a miscommunication can happen.
Well, I appreciate that. What has happened?
There is a chance that there is a mortal woman who has somehow made a pact or such things with the garden, the place of power here. Whatever resides within it, of course.
You wouldn't happen to know how that happened? And who
I'm
the
not
woman is?
I'm aware of the woman. I'm not too sure exactly how it happened. A voice, a promise of power and magic. She doesn't really even know exactly. Just woke up and now can hear it, commune with it. That's as far as she's gotten.
This
And
is quite bad. To go on.
well, don't mean to make things awkward for you, but I know the woman is in the care of not just a fae, I believe, of power, but seems to be in the care of a wizard by the name of Darius.
Darius is training this woman. Then.
Yes, I don't believe he even knew what it was she was. It was mostly a bit of trial and error and ritual, so this is a surprise
Doesn't
for
seem
him.
to know that many things, does he? He's rather clueless. Would think a wizard would be quite knowledgeable.
So he's not gonna. I think she can hear the tone, but she's not gonna make a comment on that
Holy
one.
shit, is she pissed?
Yes. Regardless of the matter, I wanted to inform you because if this is the case, then there's a chance that whether she wants to or not, she'll probably be able to commune with the place of power, or maybe finding herself here. And I did not wish to break our promise to each other.
Has she awakened any powers?
Not really, not yet anyway. But give it time. I'm sure it will happen regardless. And
why
she's
are you
being
so
trained.
sure? Oh, so he's not just taking care of her, he's training her.
To make sure she doesn't fall into the corruption that most mortal people do. And I saw her eyes. I saw her appetites. She's
Right.
hungry for it.
Do you think the people of the city would forgive me if I just killed Darius?
I'm not too sure.
Doesn't have any friends. Most people don't know about him.
All I really know about Darius, he seems to have I would assume his family member? Father. That's the word, father.
Ah, yes, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. Thank you for reminding me. Well,
I
I appreciate this call, Celine.
Oh, there we go.
Of
I'm
course.
back.
welcome back. I'm driving the bus right now.
Holy shit! You just keep going back and forth over his dead body.
I'm sorry. Look,
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hurt
Please, God, fill me in on what I missed. Is Darius getting fucked again?
Yes.
I called his wife to tell him. But look, I'm scared of her. I didn't want her to be mad at me.
Told Lydia and told her everything about Grace.
Fucking
Uh-huh.
beating his knees with fucking hammers.
I'm sorry. If I did tell her, she would have found out and been really mad at me.
But when I tell, so Red, you're agreeing though that when I tell you that she would have found that people would have found out about John. Like we're cool then,
Look,
right?
Yeah, we're cool. We're cool. I
And
knew it was
besides,
a smart
John beat
choice.
her fucking ass. John beat her ass.
I was actually gonna have Celine call you. It's fine. I'm sorry, Tick. I'm sorry. She is a demon shadow lady. We all know we don't want to cross that.
John did
Regardless.
realize the winning strategy against the demon shadow. You just hit first. Just do not talk. You just
Just
fucking...
hit first. I might call Celine later. Just tell her, hey, you might want to tell John to not be so aggressive to literally, apparently everything, because you are connected to him and you're not invincible.
It's true. It is kind of funny though. But yeah, she says I'm unsure what to do. I was planning to have the girl come by the garden to see exactly
Do
what this all
not,
entails, but
do not, I repeat, not let that woman get anywhere near the garden. I will reach out to a couple of friends and I will have them constantly guard the place.
I will be frank with you, Lydia, in the interest of our partnership here. I don't think. I think it's the garden who decides if wants to reach out to her, and she seems to be having dreams, contact.
Well, then I'll just have to kill her if you can't help it.
Well, she is in the protection of not only a fae, a wizard, whatever his father is. Seems
I'm
as well
more
as
worried about the Fae than the other. But no, I'm a bit upset at the moment. I don't plan on actually killing her, but woman can be restrained.
well, she is a young girl who wishes for magic. You can't really blame them. It's a mortal thing. She just seems to have no idea exactly what's going on.
That is the problem. It seems that doesn't, which is understandable. It seems like anyways, I will have to call Darius and clear things up with him.
Don't be too upset with the man.
Do you
It
perhaps
seems
know which Fae is she related to? So I can reach out to them as well.
I believe it is Rowan of the Winter Court.
Just love this day. Thank you, Selena.
I will, of course, I will say, don't be too upset with Darius. He was doing this for a job, it seems, and wasn't aware until it was far too
How
late to back
come,
out.
Celine, have you ever been in love?
Can't say that I have.
Well, I assume you have a favorite food.
Many of them, yes.
Well, imagine if your favorite dish, every time you try to consume it, someone would just go around you and just hit you over the head with a bat. Keep eating that dish? And if so, for how long?
True. Oh, I am greedy, though.
So am I, but everything has its limits. But thank you. Again,
Of
you
course.
have proven quite a reliable partner.
Always happy to help. You have a lovely night, Lydia.
You as well. Close the phone call and we'll switch back to the scene with Winter Monarch. As Rowan, you are being offered the opportunity to sort of be Andrea's handler, quote unquote.
Oh, that sounds like a horrible idea. I'm in.
Yeah. As Fiona says, well, I trust you to be able to direct her against our enemies from Summer, and well, the mission for both you and Darcy is to expand Winter's influence in the city. It will be our city soon enough. The vampires are infighting, and well, the mortals, they're the only ones who possess any sort of real challenge at the moment. There's a few werewolves, but they're splintered and not united. And you've seen the other fae and demons.
Nothing too impressive.
Well then, good luck to you.
Ron will give a bow. Thank you.
As yeah, oh, you three of you depart. As you leave towards the fridge, I would be like, "But this makes me quite happy, Rowan. I like you. You seem a lot of fun."
Oh, thank you, darling.
Well, then I guess we'll be in touch. You know, whenever need my help with something, and I guess I'll be in touch if I hear any juicy things that might interest you as well.
Of course.
As she kind of like takes her leave, Darcy walks up to you and says, "She's a handful."
She is quite a lot.
You sure it's gonna be safe for you to deal with her?
Absolutely not, but fighting. Absolutely not, but what? I don't think there's many safe options I have, and this one is funner than the rest.
Still on for the date, right?
Of course we are.
Then I guess I'll see you later tonight.
I'll see you later tonight, dear.
Gonna give you a kiss on the cheek before she departs. Old Darius, your phone is ringing.
Real quick, I do
Yeah.
want to send a text to Celine. As she'll send it, Your friend John seems to have an amazing ability to solve problems with violence. I would advise having a word with him because you are connected with him, so his enemies will rapidly become your enemies if he solves every problem in that fashion, and you are much, much less capable than he is in that department.
You're right. It does pain me to say, but you're right. I will adjust and try to have a conversation with him. I do appreciate the reminder, though, Owen. I really do.
Take care.
And if you have time, I would like to have a conversation, of course, at your leisure.
No, tomorrow probably would be good.
Of course. I will see you tomorrow. I look forward to it.
See you then.
See ya.
Well, Darius, your phone is ringing. If it could say it, would say angry wife.
Hello?
Hello, honey.
Oh, you don't call me that. What did I possibly do?
What could you What haven't you done recently?
Well, I did what you said and tried to form some connections. I
Did you?
focused
Did you?
on,
No, don't move too fast. Let's take it slow, you know. Let's take it nice and fucking steady. What kind of connections were you trying to form?
well, I continued working closer with the werewolf to get Zoran's training.
Nice, very,
I-
very, very kind of you. Very good.
I worked with a hunter to try to get in contact with other hunters.
Lovely, lovely. Expanding your horizons, I see.
I have a person I'm trying to teach magic who seemingly can't learn it.
Ah, that's interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more about that person.
They were the person we found in the ice cream shop that I told you about.
Mm-hmm. And is that where you found them? In the ice cream shop?
Well, we rescued them from the ice cream shop. There was a bit more before that, but
Walk me
That's
back.
right,
What was before that?
well, I was called to do during an investigation by Celine, where we stumbled upon, and he'll just kind of like matter of factly just kind of state the things that happened that he can talk about without, and then just go to the point where they were in the ice cream shop.
So you found what was it? Let me repeat this one more time for me. Where exactly did you first found this woman?
In Celine's garden.
The place I told you.
This was
That's-
before you told me not to do that.
And well, yeah. I did tell you though not to stay away from that place.
And I did. I was more trying to. I didn't have any information. This girl seems to have some connection to it, and I was trying to understand why.
I didn't realize I had to specify that you have to staying away from it. Doesn't mean physically staying away from it, you doofus. It meant staying out of the situation. Which means I again, let's continue taking this slow. It does seem like you need this approach right now. Which means you don't investigate the place. You don't go to the place. You have no connection with the place. Also with individuals who are tied to the place.
I didn't realize that she was directly tied to this until it was a little too late.
I just thought you knew that. You're the one that found her.
To me, she was just
Yeah,
some individual.
Maybe we should have met. Maybe this would have been easier if I drew a picture.
Okay. I won't investigate further, but if you know something, can you point me in a direction how to help this individual?
There is no help in this individual. We're gonna immediately stop training her. You're gonna tell me. Actually, no. You know what? You're gonna fix this mistake. I'm gonna call her to your place, and I'm gonna have some people pick her up, and well, ensure she doesn't. Well, apparently, dreamwalk to the garden.
I made a promise, and she's under my protection, so there won't be any harm that comes to her, right?
Depends if she resists or not. And if she's under your protection, you better keep her locked in that tower.
Is there any way we can just erase her memory of this place?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, it's only just incredibly powerful ancient being. We can just improve a potion. Just wipe her memory. What was it, like 2-3 weeks? Who needs that?
All right.
Might as well just slit her throat while at it. It's easier, less painful.
All right. Listen. I don't want any harm to come to this individual, but I won't train her any further, and I'll make sure she doesn't go into the woods.
No, you will stop making sure of things. I will make sure she doesn't go into the woods. You just can't even take care of Zoran properly, and you took another charge.
Well, this one I thought was just somebody like me.
Tell me, maybe I've been a bit out of touch. Maybe I don't ask enough of how you are doing. When was the last time you had entities talking to you in your sleep?
Never.
When was the last time there were entities that promised you power if you made pact with them inside your head?
Never.
So how exactly is she like you?
Well, at the time, I wasn't aware, but if there was nobody else more qualified to.
Now you know. Well, isn't there someone more qualified to know about ancient powerful beings and pacts?
Well,
Why do I keep having to hear these things from second-hand sources? Why is a demon 10 times more reliable than you, Darius?
all right.
I will call Rowan and explain the situation to her as well. And maybe, just maybe, we can salvage this.
All right.
Talk to you later. Closes the phone
Sorry.
call.
Darius like full on chucks it against whatever pillar is nearby.
As
Keep it.
Blue comes over and picks up the phone and says, "Sir, is everything all right?"
God. I think in my ignorance, I think in my hubris, no, ignorance wasn't the word. In my hubris, I thought I could help that girl, and I think I might have put her in more danger.
Sorry if there's anyone who can figure out the way out of this, it's you. Let me know if I can assist in any way. I see like kind of like see the phone mending underneath his like touch as he like just kind of like realigns it.
Does Blue actually believe this, or is this just Blue just being supportive?
Blue is always gonna be supportive with.
All right.
Hands you back the repaired phone.
Is the old man home?
I think so.
Get him.
Of course, sir. Walk up to Matthias. Just kind of like here, it's like, oh, I was just about to go to sleep. What?
Get your ass out here, old man.
Like walks out of the room, kind of groggy. This better be an emergency.
I'm either gonna need you to leave the tower, or I'm gonna need to ask you if you know a name.
What name?
What is the name of the spirit? I did get a name. It's close to my name, but I just can't think of it right now. I don't know how to even pronounce it.
There's this.
Does the name Dursus mean anything to you?
No, not exact. Not off the top of my head.
Like, it's clear, like, Darius is like, you could just, like, if you saw him, it would be like him running through, like, scenarios in his head, and he's just, like death gripping his fist.
Okay, Sanson, calm down. Breathe. What happened? Talk to me.
I fucked up. I thought I could help the girl, and it was the wrong call. It was all the wrong call.
Okay, take a moment. What happened? Why was it the wrong call? Isn't she,
And he'll just kind of explain the situation. If Rowan okays it, then there's nothing I can do.
Are you sure she made a pact with the spirit then? Because that sounds like she's more similar to me than to you.
She can barely do magic worth a damn, and if this didn't work, I was going to send her your way, but I can't get involved, and you can't get
the way you channel your powers is quite different from my own. You see, to be able to have these powers, you have to make certain promises, certain when you make that pact, certain amount of deals, right? The more deals and more conditions you place on yourself, more powerful you get. And some people, I've learned that there are others who take quite specific deals for a great amount of power. Others take much more vague ones and exchange for a much more well, easy to use ability.
Either way,
There's a catch though. If you don't make any deal, you don't have any powers though.
so it's possible she hasn't made a deal yet.
He nods. Seems likely.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, Darius is gonna call Rowan if he can.
Well, Rowan's currently phone is busy because Lydia has already called Rowan.
Fuck. He's gonna try to text her. She can't do magic because she hasn't actually made a deal.
Lydia is talking to Rowan and says,
Hello, darling. What can I help you with?
more, how can I help you? I've heard your friend is currently struggling with magic problems.
Yeah, yes.
Well, that's
She
gonna
is having-
stop.
Is that a threat?
No, that's a very strong suggestion. Because otherwise, she will be in danger. Quite a lot of danger. So if you want to keep her safe and out of it, magic training, everything stops.
Ron's going to have to pause. What's you sound quite frustrated about this.
My frustrations have nothing to do with the situation, merely the way I learned about it. I like to keep this short and to the point. If you have questions, ask them now. If not,
Yes. I'll ask you because I asked your consort about it, but I haven't got an answer from him yet. So I'll ask you because you seem like you're a person to know. Does the name Dares this mean anything to you?
it does. None of your business. I'll be frank with it. Some things are just better left buried.
Alright, I'll have a talk with the girl. This matter will be dropped if you want it to be dropped.
Be the best, thank you.
Yes, of course. Pass along a message to Darius, then. I do consider that the existent favor, I guess, would still have to be paid for if this is not going forward.
Whatever debts he owes you, consider them moved over to me as long as you keep her learning magic. I'll even add my one on top.
Deal.
A good night.
Have a wonderful night.
As you close off the phone call, that's at that moment the phone dings and you get the message.
I'm gonna give him a call. He fucking mutes himself.
Like, go fuck
Gonna
yourself.
give a call. Your wife is very mad at you. I
Hey,
can only assume she's mad at you because I don't know who else she would have heard this from.
well, I have a question for you
Yes.
too. How does a newcomer know about Zoran? So how about we just call that even, huh?
Yes. Listen, she had an idea of interesting people in the city. I confirmed a few things. I also instructed her that that Zoran was Lydia's property.
Does she know about me at all?
To an extent that she knows there's a wizard in the city, which, to be fair, everyone knows there's 2 wizards in the city. Well, except for
Wait,
you.
well-
You apparently thought there was only one.
There's 2? Where?
Do you not know how do you not know there's a second wizard in the city?
We don't have okay, when we have meetings, do you see 2 wizards?
Does every Fae have to? Do you think I meet with every Fae at the same time? I still know they exist.
It's not like we don't share information. It's not like that kind of thing.
You know, maybe it'd be a good idea if you to talk to him, considering you both have both towers are under your two's control. Maybe. Why am I giving you political advice for free?
Because you might have fucked me over.
I think you fuck yourself over.
I think we're going to talk in circles, but if there's another tower, I can only imagine where that would be.
A little fucking gun. Do I know what that tower is?
They're literally identical. They're twins.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
city
And
landmark.
the road's about to be the plane, just about to both of them.
literally just like tell him like, yeah, it's a give location. It's the other landmark. Okay, so okay, you sent me a text. So what's this about Grace?
Is she in the room?
No, Lydia
Okay.
did just call me, and veiled threat is what I would call it.
Yeah, she
But
does
luckily, she does owe me favors now. Thank you for that.
that. I fucking hate her for that. She has to stop doing that. I love her to death, but she
Yeah.
can't be just taking my bullets
Listen.
like fucking JFK.
Yeah. Ultimately, I'll talk with Grace. Her magical education will stop. I'll find something else to occupy her time.
Okay, so here's the thing. You need to understand. She is something else. And as long as she doesn't make a pact with whatever she's talking to, she can't do magic. Not like what she's been doing.
Okay. By the way,
So-
I will say this. Dairzis, that name, your wife knows what that name is. A consort, whatever you call her. So, deal with that as you will.
I in so much hot water that I'm actually like a lobster boiling right now. So no, I will grit my teeth, and like it's really obvious that Darius is really trying not to like run with that information. It's fine.
How did you get her so mad?
You're gonna owe me some drinks for that. But mostly it's kind of your fault.
Explain.
Actually, it's kind of all your fault. Hey, buy me drinks and we'll talk about it then. But
It sounds like I have to buy you drinks to hear the privilege of you yelling at me.
think about it as getting to experience me not wanting to tell her some
You know,
stuff.
you owe me. You now know there's a second wizard in town.
All right.
Which apparently you never would have figured that out before this.
Well, let me put it this way. You did do a good thing by calling her to stop the old man. Except you called me about it, and he was the one who picked up the phone, and you told him stuff, which is fine. But the person to contact was it literally snowballed from there. I literally was asleep. I was asleep recovering.
I figured he'd wake you up.
He
It's
didn't.
not until he's yeah. I kind of realized after he hung up that he was gonna come down and solve it himself.
Yeah.
I figured
So
your father would have known enough to know that the aftermath of everything that happened, that would get everyone killed.
he's not. He's.
He's
a
your
chainsaw
father.
surgeon. Don't remind me. 2, the Grace thing, which is indirectly your fault. I didn't know about her thing till I was already too deep into it.
I didn't. Do you think I knew?
No, but directly. Listen, I'm just saying your name is popping up in a lot of my headaches today.
That just seemed. I don't. I feel this. Yeah, that's my problem.
I'm. I can't.
Well, listen. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about anything. I'm working closely with. Her name's Andrea, by the way. I'm going to help her kill a dragon, so it's gonna be fine. You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about her.
This is just courtesy because you did just kind of name drop. Do I have to worry about? Do I have to worry about her trying to eat Zoran? Rowan.
So I'm not gonna say no because she
Rowan.
does seem to like to eat things, but
This seems like a very crossing the line of our deal.
listen. First of all, she was gonna figure out about Zorn anyways.
I did protect Grace.
Yes, you did, which is why I didn't tell her where she could find. I didn't tell her where she could find Zorn.
Did you at any point say where he might live? His location?
No, I said that he was. I said that he was Lydia's little thing. So it's probably that she assumes that he's somewhere where Lydia has influence, and she doesn't seem quite interested in ruffling the feathers of the locals, especially after Celine has a little friend called John that apparently beat her fucking ass.
I know.
So,
I met him. He's a nice
I
guy.
don't know what John is, because unless Andrea was just lying to me and she hasn't killed dragons before, that puts that John guy, that puts him. Not sure what he is, but he's up there.
Grunt, I saw the aftermath of the Fae fight, right? When I found when I helped find Grace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Ron, I know all this.
I'm gonna be honest, he beat Darcy with the sounds of it. And listen, Darcy's powerful. Darcy's not nothing, but Darcy's also just a fae.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to need you to do. And I mean this, Rowan. This is how you can make it up to me. I can't stop Zoran from going to see Zoe. You cannot let Zoe take him to that club. Or wherever this lady is.
Oh, trust me, I will. Listen,
Because
everyone
if
seems
you-
scared fucking shitless of her. People are only willing to talk to her because I vouched for her. I don't think anyone's going to voluntarily go to that club.
Rowan, I mean it. Like, if she pops up in Zoe's club out of nowhere, I'm going to blame
Listen.
you.
She owes me 2 favors. All right, she owes me 2 favors,
Uh-huh.
and I'll cash in one of those favors, and I'll tell her that Zoran is completely off limits. She's not. I don't want her to talk to. I don't want her to talk to him. I don't want her to interact with him. If she sees him on the street, I want her to go the other way. I'll call on that favor now.
Okay. Is there anything else that needs to be brought to my attention?
It's a bit of a silence before. Oh yeah, I'm basically her. I'm basically her fucking handler because she's working with the Winter Court now. But I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory.
When that says handler, does that mean like on a leash or keeping her out of trouble?
Trying to keep her pointed at the Winter Court's enemies.
Huh. Good luck with that. Because if she just decides to not agree with whatever you're saying, I would like to see how you're going to handle that.
Oh, listen. She seems like a lovely person. She's terrifying, but she's such a friendly person.
I bet I will bump into, knowing my luck, I will bump into her soon enough.
Do you ever leave? I mean, you don't really leave the tower though. You don't talk to people.
I've been working on that. I'm working on trying to get out there more. I've taken yours and other people's advice and trying to be more personable.
Yeah. So I guess my advice to you, I'll give you some free advice because I feel kind of bad about this, I guess. First of all, talk to that other fucking wizard. You got, like, I don't know, your wizards and stories tend to be aggressive towards each other, but you got more in common than you have differently. Secondly, Elliot, the other, he's like your father. He has that whole deal going on. Get in contact with him.
Can you give me his number?
Yes, I can give you his number, and you can, of course, yeah, you can give me. I'll just give him the number. You're a friend, so make sure you mention my name because I'm also friends with him. So those are the first two people you should get in contact with because they're kind of in your wheelhouse.
Okay.
After that, if you haven't already gotten in contact with some of the werewolves, I'd recommend that because if something happens with Zoran, I think they're going to be your biggest source of help if you don't want to call in your wife.
Yeah.
And besides
Yep.
that, if you're having problems with Zoe, get in contact with some of the other vampires. They don't play nice with each other all the time. So if you have problems with Zoe, get favors with the rest of them.
I have like -1 in
We'll
the
see,
night.
because we have to wrap things up quick.
Okay. I will take your advice into consideration, but I don't really know any vampires other than Zoe, I'll be honest. And hey, Grunt, is that chick from who headed the meeting still alive, or did she get?
No, she's fine. She
And,
just
what's her
because she
name?
lost Sophia. Lost power, but
Yeah.
she's fine.
Yeah, and I am tentatively aware of Sophia.
Well, Sophia did just lose power, and Zoe just did get power, so that'd be a good thing to exploit.
All right, I will take your advice into consideration.
Yes, and also, keep in contact with mortals. That's my thing. I personally like to do. People underestimate them a lot, but they are, when they mobilize, when they notice something is wrong, the problem tends to get fixed damn near immediately. So keep a good few mortals on your side that can vouch for you, so you never become that problem.
Okay, I'm working on that revenant route, but yes, I will take that into consideration. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Yep. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
That conversation will end the session.
What? We don't want